Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about actually the government's plans around AI. And as you can see, based upon the article here from January, I know that's like 5 months back, the government basically wants to mainline AI in the vein, is what they basically call it. It's talking about basically how they want to basically leverage AI for a lot more functionality. And about a week or so, or two actually weeks ago, you basically might have seen an article around them actually using this for planning applications, how they actually want to use AI to basically handle planning applications. They're going through some trials with that. To basically add on to this, what they've basically done, if we look at the next article here, is they've actually made the plans or reinvigorated the plan from the previous government to build a supercomputer in Scotland. Now, great if we want to do that. Great if we actually want to use that in combination with AI. But there has been some other news coming out recently about quantum computing potentially beating AIs and so forth. So this particular article by Ruth Baguette is talking about US intelligence on red alert because there's a Chinese quantum processor that outpaces supercomputers by 1 quadrillion. It's a huge number, I know. But it kind of highlights that quantum computing can do certain things that normal computing cannot, or can do it more efficiently than normal computing can do. And there's even been some speculation around cryptocurrencies potentially no longer being relevant because quantum computing can break the algorithms for the crypto. If we look at the subsequent article, again, it talks about that same chip, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it's Zuchongzhi-3, basically reshaping the quantum computing race. Again, highlighting the fact that basically quantum computing is a key driver going forward. Now, there actually was an article by a German firm, I think it was earlier this week. Let me just bring that up. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, so we got the article on screen here. It's an article about a German startup building portable quantum computers using diamonds. What it basically comes down to, instead of just having your CPU and your GPU in your computer, they will have a dedicated QPU next to that to be able to do quantum processing elements in there. So current AIs typically do a lot of AI processing on the GPU, or CPU, depends on the type of processing they need to do. But quantum computing, so on a chip like this, would actually be quite beneficial. Now, one question that came up with me is, what is the time frame for actually building that data center that the government is talking about? So I looked it up, and there is numerous different articles on here. And this is an article that basically outlines approximately the timeline, gives a 6 to 12 month timeline just for site selection. Well, the site kind of, I guess, has been selected because they said Edinburgh. There's, of course, other elements after that. But each of those, as you can see, has got a 6 to 12 or 6 to 18 or 9 to 18 month time frames associated with that. Now, if you look at the minimums there, we're talking about at least 3 years, if not longer, before that data center will be up and running. The thing, though, with data centers and AI and so forth is it is evolving so rapidly. So will it still be relevant by the time it's actually complete? Open question to all of you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. And of course, there's also the next article that we're going to have a quick look at here. There's an AI expert here that says that quantum artificial intelligence is, of course, the next big thing. So again, highlighting the fact that quantum computing combined with AI, currently AI typically uses your GPU, like I said, some processing on the CPU. So if we can actually combine that with quantum computing, potentially with that German firm's chips, the QPU, amazing progress could be made in that regards. Now, I'll put links to all the articles down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but I think it's really, really exciting to see all of these things evolving as they come along. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.